Hello, welcome back to the Dixie Belle YouTube channel. I'm Connie from Faff Designs and I'm one of your Dixie Belle brand ambassadors. In the video today, I'm going to do a very simple makeover on these pine drawers behind because these are for my son's bedroom and I need to get them done quick time. So, as you can see, nice solid chest of drawers in a very lovely shade of orange. These are pine, and I'm going to be using silk mineral paint. Today, I'm actually going with quite a neutral colour palette because the room that they're going into, my son's bedroom, is sage green. So anything else is just going to be a little bit too much in there. So I'm actually not somebody that does a lot of neutral shades. So it's quite nice sometimes to do something a little bit different. It's also going to just be lovely to cover that horrid orange pine. So first things first, I'm going to start off with the prep work. The first place you usually start when you are painting furniture is to give it a good clean because you don't know what's on that surface. This is Dixie Belle's White Lightning Cleaner. It's a heavy duty degreasing cleaner and I just spray it liberally on the surface and give it a good rub. Always make sure to rinse this off. I use a clean microfiber cloth with some nice warm water and just give it a good rinse. Now, because I'm using silk all-in-one mineral paint, you do need to scuff sand your surface first. The top of this had a couple of dings and scratches, so I'm going to use my electric sander to just make sure that's nice and smooth. If you don't want to sand your piece, or you can't sand your piece, you can use Dixie Belle's Bond Emboss, which is an adhesion primer and a stain blocking primer in one. So that is a really good alternative if you don't want to scuff sand or you can't scuff sand. Scuff sanding is literally when you just scuff the surface of your finish up. You do not have to remove the existing finish in order to paint your furniture. A scuff sand with a 220 grit sandpaper is more than adequate. As I mentioned at the start, I'm going to be using silk all-in-one mineral paint and I'm actually going to use a custom colour mix. I wanted to use a nice neutral. Endless Shore was a bit too light. Badlands was a bit too dark, so I've mixed the two and it's roughly a 50-50 mix to get a really nice kind of farmhousey, neutral, beigey colour. And as you can see, the coverage is absolutely fantastic. I'm not priming these drawers first, although pine is notorious for bleed through. Silk all-in-one mineral paint has a built-in stain blocking primer, so I don't need to technically prime with these drawers. However, if you want it to be safe and you want it to prime, you can absolutely do that with Dixie Belle's Bond Emboss. Silk mineral paint is compatible with Bond Emboss. The other thing I love about silk mineral paint is that it has a built-in top coat. It's a very durable paint, so you don't need to top coat over the top of this if you don't want to. Like I said, these are going in my son's bedroom and he's only 8 years old, so he is a little bit of a typical lad. They are going to get knocked and banged. However, I have painted hundreds of pieces in silk mineral paint. I very rarely add an extra top coat. You can do so if you want to, if you wanted to change the sheen level or if you wanted to add extra durability. For example, if you're painting a dining table or something like that that might be subject to a lot of traffic or liquids being spilled on them, then you can do so, but I'm not going to do that on this piece. This is just a very quick and easy flip today. I'm not even going to take the handles off. I'm keeping those in situ. You could absolutely elevate your piece by removing your handles and replacing them with nice new ones. This is just a cheap and cheerful quick project for me to do to get the drawers in my son's bedroom and a nice satisfying tape pull for you here. Everyone loves a good tape pull, don't they? So here's how the drawers finished up. They only took 2 coats and a few hours at the weekend to transform these orange pine drawers into something that is a little bit more light and airy and goes with his bedroom. As always, if you wanted to shop any of the products that I've used today, you can do so in the link in the description below. Here's a little reminder of the before and here's the after. Thank you for watching on the Dixie Belle YouTube channel and make sure you hit the subscribe button.